People have many different forms of inspiration. Whether it be family, friends, teachers, or even their own children, someone has impacted our lives. Mine happens to be my grandfather and our lake house. There have been many people in my life that have helped me get to where I am today, but honestly, I wouldn't be the person I am without him. These pictures hold me accountable. It pushes me to work hard and keep my family close. They say scent holds the strongest memory. There is nothing like the scent of the Ozarks. The smell of the water, the cabin, and the food that was prepared enters my mind as I look at this picture. Instantly, all of the most fond memories of my life run through my head. I can't help but smile at the image. Lake of the Ozarks, Missouri, late 1970s. My grandfather would have been in his early 30s at the time, and this was one of his two houses. This was the flashiest thing that he had owned. He was humble, hardworking, and enjoyed a good time. My grandfather made it easy for me to choose him to look up to. One thing in particular that I'm reminded of our lake house, this was his favorite place to be. From fishing, swimming, boating, and socializing, there was never a dull moment at this house. Many family members have enjoyed their time at the Ozarks. My dad remembers growing up down there and all the things his dad taught him growing up. When I look back, I think about the sacrifices my grandfather made to run his business at just the age of 20, a business that began in 1969 and is still operating today in Kansas City. This business is what put my siblings and I through college, the business that allowed him to provide for his wife and 2 kids and even grandchildren. The business that at one point in his time was the largest paper supplier and office supply retailer in our city. Most of the original employees are still there, and at some point in time, all of my family members had once worked there. My grandfather never wanted to have the biggest house, the nicest cars, or the flashiest clothes. He saved his money and invested. He invested in this property and his family, which paid off much more than him having nice clothes growing up. I am fortunate to have someone like my grandfather to look up to, someone to push me and remind me what following your dreams looks like. My grandfather was motivated to give himself and a family a good life. He always said, "Live like no one else now, so later you can live like no one else." Without this lake house, I wonder how close our family would be. Of course, we still had our times together, but we spent several weekends down there. At times, we would have about 20 or more people staying in the house. It felt like a big group camp, but with all of our family getting to enjoy each other's company and really getting to know one another. Looking back on those times, I know I want to be able to give my future children and family a place like this to appreciate. A place where we can all come together and enjoy just being together. This lake house reminds me of my family, the best times of my life, and to never take life too seriously. As hardworking and dedicated he was, he also believed in having fun and enjoying the little things in life. He appreciated spending time with his family and teaching us every bit of information he knew. It didn't matter who you were going to learn something after having a conversation with him. This picture reminds me the best example of hard work paying off.